Hi Libra, this is Just with your May 2020 general read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So you're fed up, right? You're fed up, tired of being in that damn house. Some of you feel bound and chained by the house, right? And it may not be anything left to do but to have sex. You're even tired of that, tired of having sex. Yeah, I mean, your house has never been so peaceful, right? Happy. At least somebody's damn happy. But now some of you may feel like you're just a sex slave. Comment in the if you feel so brave or you feel like sharing, comment in the comment section below any of you sex slaves out there. Yeah, so you just want to bust out. You are ready to get out. Some of you may feel like you like almost like wherever you are, you may need clearance, that sort of thing, before you can kind of move forward, and you might just now get that, and it's like finally you can kind of get out and go, and boy, you're gonna make up for lost goddamn time. But be careful if you just dodging straight out. Be very discerning in who you are just reaching out to, if you're just out there trying to get back in contact with family and friends, because not everybody may be in a good place. You may have a lot of stories that you're hearing. Somebody may not be financially well, may not just be well in a lot of different ways, so be careful with that. I do feel for a lot of you that are staying home, you are putting a lot of time and attention. You're nurturing something, and it's kind of making you a household name. Like some of you may have decided to go into doing baking, or it could be anything, right? Getting into social media, becoming a face of something. And it's like, wow, you really feel like you found your niche. And it's like, this is the only thing that could be possibly keeping you sane. I see a lot of outdoor gardening, again, attending to the things that you may not have had time to do, and you love it. It's almost like that's your peaceful place. I also see some of you guarding your home against stragglers, like people who have a whole song and a dance, and have, stories to tell. You might not be so forgiving or so accommodating to these people. And that might be a bit disheartening for some people to see your behavior and how you handle the situation, but you may feel to some extent you're justified. Like, no, this person is not coming in my home. No, they're not, everybody here is safe. Everybody here, like, there's some strong rules going on in your house. So if it's not you, where it's like the rules, the hammer has been put down and you have to follow those rules. It could be somebody in your home and there's like a lot of rules. Someone also is determined to fix something or deal with something so that they can finally be happy. And if this is a situation where this a roommate situation and one of the roommates got to get the hell out, it's like somebody's about to go to court, or somebody's going to do whatever is necessary to take care of this and solve the problem so that, again, they can be happy. And again, it could be very callous the way that it's handled, but I do feel it's without thought or even concern. Starting over, traveling, getting out, like I said, just doing the things that you normally would do. Some of you, that's a big challenge. And thus, for some of you, it may be wearing on your confidence or even your mental sanity. But I think I already said that. Now let's go to your career. So career looks good. I have to say, Libra, be careful with how you are exchanging with other people. When you get agitated, you are liable to do or say anything. You may hurt feelings as well. And it could, for some of you, it's intentional. You know what you're doing. You don't give a damn. You may feel like they had it coming, but somebody's watching you. Somebody is seeing a different side of you. And they're not saying anything. They're watching who you are, who you've always been, but never showed them, or who you've become. And I think that you may be very unforgiving to people that you may have felt like they've slighted you, and you want the worst for these people. So again, be careful with that energy there. But hell, you may be justified. I don't know. but career looks like it's going to be really good, especially if you are self-employed. Again, like I said, you may be starting up something new or getting into something new. You will find that you get a lot of success and find a lot of happiness with that too. But then again, you start questioning, well, I want to do this forever. I mean, what am I going to do next? I don't know what to do next, that type of thing. There's going to be some kind of change, and you may take a loss when it comes to finances. You may have to pay out a lump sum of something. And some of you may have known it was coming. Somebody may have told you. And now you're thinking back. Maybe some of you have had tarot readings and it's like, yeah, they did tell me this was going to happen. And now it's happening. Some of you, after this, whatever this tragic situation is, which could be some type of a money loss, a job. As I was saying, it could be a job loss. I literally finished your entire reading and it was not recording. So let's continue. This can be a job loss, money loss, of some sort. And I feel for some of you, you're going to be left a little bit confused. And so some of you may revert back to probably you had a tarot reading, and someone said, yeah, you were going to this is going to happen. And you're saying, yeah, they did say that. Or you may want to get a reading to get clarity because you will be a bit confused. Okay. But in addition to that, there can be like you spend money on something, you take a little bit of a risk, or you're preparing to take a risk. And there's a lot to consider. And I do feel for some of you, you're going to go with what your heart's desire is, what you feel deep down inside, what you would want to do. And that's where you're going to take this new leap, this new journey, because there's a new cycle that's beginning. I mean, for everyone, right? But there's a new cycle that's beginning here. Some of you, and I may go through this again and repeat myself, so just bear with me because I'm just piggybacking off of the little bit that was recorded. But anyway, some of you, just be careful when it comes to how you exchange with people at work because you may be a little bit harsh in how you communicate. But I do feel it'll be okay. Some of you may just be a little bit more cranky than usual. Okay. And again, trying to make a decision may be a little bit more challenging than usual. Leaving the house and going has been a challenge, but it looks like that is going to come to probably not a complete end, but at least some of you are going to be a little bit more confident to go out by week's end and going into next weekend. Some people, or some of you Libras, I don't know if I said it, but I don't know if I did about the house situation. Some of you may feel that you're a bit of a sex slave. All you've been doing is having sex. And that may have put a huge Band-Aid on your relationship or on the situation. Some of you may feel very bound and stuck by your home environment simply because there's a lot of rules and regulations in this goddamn home. If it's not you putting them down, it's somebody around you putting them down, and you had better follow them. And I do feel like you guys will. I do feel like you guys are going to say, okay, fine, and everything will be okay. So if there's been a little sticky lately at the home, it's going to get a lot better. I feel when it comes to, so let's get into love. Let's get into love, I think. And I also wanted to say, I don't know if I said this, if you're starting something business-wise, you're putting your face out there, starting a brand, something where you have to put your own talents in the forefront, you're going to be really happy, and I do feel like quite successful as well. You will be the star, baby. You are the star, Libra. I don't usually see this card for you. I see it for Cancer quite a bit. But you guys are the star right now. And I feel like it's going to be even more apparent during Gemini and Leo season. Probably all the way through until we get through to your season. Let's see what Virgo is. I don't see anything about Virgo. So you may feel like, at least for the next couple of months, that you are really the star and all eyes are on you, and things that you touch kind of turn to gold. So there's that. Now, love. Well, I was saying for you Libra singles, you may be saying to yourself, I want to go out. I want to spend time with my friends. I want to hang out. I want to see about, I want to call. Maybe we can go. And then by the time when you start, reaching out and catching up with your friends and people that you know, they're like, yeah, I went out. Yeah, I've been out. I took a trip. I went here. I drove here. I went to such and such house. We went here. People have been out. They've been out. They've been doing things, and you may feel like you're late to the party. And everybody been out doing stuff. And you will be one of the next ones hitting the street. You'll be out. So very soon you'll be out there. I do also feel like love is coming in. This could possibly be familiar love. Someone from your past could be coming in now, wanting to communicate with you. A lot of you guys aren't necessarily focusing on love. You're focusing on your money. You're focusing on these negative damn people, keeping them away from you. These needy people, keeping them away from you. Some of you are more focused on your brand, your career, your next money moves, and healing a broken heart. Libra, you are healing a broken heart. There's somebody that was a bit of a player, probably a nasty little player, that has left a stain in your heart. And this could be this same damn person trying to come back again. Be careful. Some of you may get a reading on this person, or you may get a reading like, what's going to come for me, that sort of thing. But I do feel like you've had to kind of let someone go. It wasn't the easiest thing for you to do. And I do feel like the more and more you stay away from this person, the more and more crazy it makes them. Seriously, it makes them crazy. You do long for them, for some of you. But I do feel like for some of you, you're going to make a decision to kind of free yourself from this. But it's almost like a process that you have to go through to realize that this is not where happiness lies for you. If you're just putting yourself out there and trying to get to know new people, it is going to be a slow process. It's not something that you're just trying to run out there and do. I do feel like that's going to change in Gemini season, which, I mean, aren't we there yet? We're coming up on it. Yeah, days away. So you may, once you get out the door and kind of get the temperature of the area, your environment, you may be a little bit more encouraged to communicate with people and want to go see them. But I don't feel like love is the biggest thing on the menu. You are nostalgic though, so you're thinking about ideal love or love that you had in the past, and not really focusing on the negative, but more the positive and what you probably wish you could keep in certain love relationships. Now, for some of you, you may have a choice of two. There could be someone who is irresistible. There's another person who can offer you ideal love. And it's like, well, who do I choose? Because if, I choose the person that is ideal for me, what if that doesn't work long term, right? And it's boring and it's not exactly what I want. But if I choose the person that's irresistible, that I can't ever stay away from, that becomes overwhelming, a little too hot to handle, and how realistic is that going to be long term? So some of you may be on the, double-minded when it comes to who you choose, that you're out there dating. Love relationship for Libra couples. You do love your person, okay? You do. Some of you, it may just be, hey, it's time to go. Some of you, especially if you have roommates, someone's getting the hell out of there. Like, listen, it's time. You got to go. It's time for you to get the hell on, because it's time for me to be happy. It's time for us to be happy. We don't like you in our space. Or if the two of you are in a relationship, you may be thinking about, or someone was thinking about, separating or leaving the home because you just are ready to be happy. Some of you may have had that, like you are sharing a space with someone and just feel completely bogged down and controlled by this individual. There's a lot of harshness, rules, regulations, harshness coming. And I do feel that something drastic may happen. Like you may just say, screw it. I'm just going to leave. I don't care. I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here. Someone may just take off and leave as well, is what it looks like. But if somebody just takes off and leave, I know I just damn said this to you guys a few readings ago. If someone takes off and leave, they have a trick up their sleeve. They're going to try and see somebody else, is what it looks like to me, if somebody just ups and leaves. And I do feel like whatever this problem is in this relationship, that seems to be secular, you guys go through this quite a bit, it makes it harder and harder for the two of you to make this long term. They've hurt you. You've been really hurt by this person. They are a player. They're not honest. And I feel that, yes, there may now for some of you, it may have been very difficult to exist with this person, But you guys have said your apologies and you've kissed and made up. And so right now there may be commitments to marry and to, be happily ever after, that sort of thing, even though someone may be a little bit confused if this is exactly what they want to do, but there may be those commitments shared. And you're happy right now, but Libra, I really do feel that you're going to find yourself second guessing that, because someone's energy may change on you like a drop of a dime. You wake up and it's all of a sudden they've changed yet again on you, or they've disappeared yet again, and you're just not sure. You're just not sure if this person is going to be able to give you what you want. And it's like you're really considering, should I just be single and be done with this? Like, I'm really ready. I'm ready to be single. I know I could take care of myself. I know I could do it. You know what I mean? You may not feel so confident about, being able to stay away. You may not be so confident about staying away, but you're thinking about leaving, walking away from this narcissist who is a liar and a mental manipulator. And, they bring a lot of drama to your home or this relationship because there's always another woman. I feel like they juggle you and another woman, or it could be another man, but it's a lot of juggling of other people and people being just involved in your relationship as the two of you are, which makes it very difficult to have peace in your home or peace in your relationship. And that's kind of how you're going to be feeling about the situation. And so you're going to have a decision to make as to what do you do about the situation. So in the extended, we're going to look deep into this relationship. How do they feel? What do they want from you? What are they challenged by? How do they see you? What secrets are they keeping? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? And what will their actions be? We're also going to look at the outcome of the relationship. And we'll look at Aries to Pisces. How do they feel? So if you're interested in that, click that link in the description box below. If you would like to share, do so in the comment section below. If you want something personal, you can set that up in the link to my website. If you would like to set something up, you could click the link to my website. I just said that. I was trying to figure out what the next thing I usually say. If you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Libra.